Hi, everyone. It's Pastor Greg on this Thursday, August 20th, bringing you an update for the weekend ahead. It's good to be back with all of you. As Joyce and I had opportunity to do some traveling to Minnesota this past week, spent some time with family, and also had some time to explore the shores of Lake Superior along the North Shore. It was much cooler there than it is here in Pierre, but we know that cooler days are ahead. In fact, it won't be that long before we're talking about snow in the forecast. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's deal with one thing at a time. And the major transition that is happening right now is that over the course of this week, our students are heading back to class. And of course, it's a difficult transition because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And I want to encourage us to remember our teachers, our staff, and our students and parents in our prayers that everything will go as smooth as possible and that all will be safe, all will be well as they go back to school. I want to share with you a reminder that this Sunday, of course, we'll be worshiping again at Griffin Park. We know we've got a number of Sundays remaining where we're going to be able to do this before the weather is likely to turn toward becoming more fallish, but we're going to enjoy it while it lasts. We anticipate at this point being able to worship in the park until probably about September 20th. That, looking ahead, is probably going to be the final Sunday. We have yet to make a final determination, but know this, that this week, the 30th, Labor Day weekend, the week following, our plans are we're going to continue with our One Hope Ecumenical Worship at Griffin Park, 9:30 a.m. This Sunday in the service, we're going to feature a blessing of the backpacks, and that will involve bringing your backpacks. Students, parents, make sure your kids have got their backpacks, and we have a special portion of the service where we're going to be joining together in a litany to offer a special prayer for our students and for the school year ahead. So bring them to worship this Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Now, in a similar but separate related item, we are collecting school supplies for the Tree of Life. Now, this is above and beyond what we've done already earlier this summer in filling school backpacks for students here in the Pierre-Fort Pierre area. This is specifically the collection of supplies for students on the Rosebud Reservation and connected with the Tree of Life ministry. You can go to our Facebook page and see this list of school supplies. These are the things that are specifically being requested. You can see there on the list, a big pink eraser, a 12-inch ruler, unsharpened pencils, crayons, notebook paper, a pencil sharpener, blunt scissors, metal with either or plastic, metal with either metal or plastic handles. So either pause the video as you're watching and jot those things down. As I mentioned, they're also available on our Facebook page. I want to thank Abby Ferris for her service this summer as our Samuel intern. It's been a joy and a blessing to have Abby with us. My only regret is that with our altered schedule and routine because of COVID-19, we weren't able to involve her in as many of the aspects of our regular ministry as would otherwise be the case. But she was very helpful in a number of ways, leading our efforts with the Beacon of Hope recognition, helping us to assess different things with our plan for coming back to in-person worship, also looking at organizing efforts to get our youth ministries back up and running, working with our youth volunteers. So we want to say thank you to Abby, and we bless her as she begins her college career now at Dakota Wesleyan University. Fall planning is indeed underway, although you might know that because of the situation, things aren't as clear and detailed as we'd like them to be, since we're still dealing with an evolving situation overall in terms of the health risks in our community. The plans at the moment involve that the youth group, middle school and senior high, is going to begin meeting again initially on Wednesday, September 9th. Wednesday, September 9th at 6:30 p.m. at Brant's Pond Park. There'll be water and refreshments provided, and youth group will plan to meet in an outdoor setting until we're clearly back in the building and have all the arrangements worked out for those procedures. But we look forward to being able to meet with our young people and engaging them in future planning, growth, and spiritual development in the year ahead. There's also planning underway for Journey Wednesday School. We're not quite ready to make announcement of those details. We're working with our All in the Family team, and that will be forthcoming very, very soon. Also, plans for worship, and with that, Pathfinder Sunday School are underway. We're meeting this coming week with our leadership team. We're also going to be in communication with our task force that was formed a number of months ago on reopening for worship services in the building. Of course, we have been having worship services in the park and online, but this would be coming back in the building. And I would anticipate, just generally speaking, that we'll be seeking to follow some procedures similar to what we had planned at the beginning of July, but because of the increasing numbers of COVID-19, found it prudent to postpone those plans. We'll revisit those arrangements. And as our ecumenical services in the park wrap up mid-September, probably on September 20th being the last Sunday, that we're shooting for a return to a modified in-person worship that last Sunday in September. That would be Sunday, September 27th. But that's very preliminary at this point. I just want to let you know that's what we're shooting for. And as our various groups charged with the responsibility of looking at those things meet, that we'll want to pass along the details just as soon as they're available. With this fall, it is literally a season of changes as we see changes in temperature, changes in the color of the leaves. But just as fall is a season of changes, a season though in which we're always looking forward and hope, because we know that even as the leaves fall, it's making way, that there will be a renewing of life, that there will be new buds and leaves that will come eventually in the spring. We approach this fall knowing that we have some challenges in front of us, but we face those challenges with hope, with godly assistance. And we know that we're going to work every way possible to have Bible studies, to be able to have our choir gather together, the bell choir, other small groups. Everything that we can possibly do, we're looking to find a way to make it happen. Now, there are some things that we are really going to have to look carefully at. And this may be one of those years and when some of those annual events may not happen this year, especially as we think about the logistics of doing a turkey dinner attended by hundreds of people. We've had some early conversations about the Halloween event. Some of these things present some particular challenges. So we are going to do everything that we can, and always in everything, remembering our three simple rules: to do no harm, to do good. In other words, we want to be caring and considerate and kind and loving to each other, and do what we can to protect one another so that we can stay safe and well. And through it all, we all are called to not just stay in love with God, but grow increasingly in love with God. And I pray also in love with each other. God bless you and keep you. Have a wonderful weekend and week ahead. Bye for now.